Okay, so here we go for gluing. We're using PVA glue, polyvinyl acetate. It's a good woodworking general purpose glue, non-toxic, not waterproof. So if your dartboard's going to be outside, you may wish to use something different. We're just going to use a little bit of glue on all the gluing surface areas. It should be fully covering the surface areas, but if I drip it like that, it's too much. So if I do that over someone's head, it shouldn't drip on their head. Okay, so let's tidy that up. We don't want to see any bits of glue on the woodwork benches, so do this over on the gluing bench. Okay, and we've already pre-prepared the other one, so now we're done. Have a damp cloth available to you before you start, so that's good for cleanup. Okay, so now we're going to have these marked out. These here. So I can do my first joint. You may need someone to hold this for you. I'm going to use my buddy vise over here. I'm going to make sure I push right in here. I don't want a loose joint, so I don't want to be nailing it like that and have a gap. So make sure I'm pushing that rebate right up, and I'm feeling here with my thumb and forefinger so it feels flush. So I don't end up with a joint like this. That's exaggerated, but that's how some boys get it. Okay, so I'm pushing right in there. I'm also doing a check to make sure I've got my edge mark and my edge mark facing the same way. And it's all glue, so now I'm happy. And it's good if I'm in line with it this way, because I'll be able to see if the nail is trending out and going to come out. If I'm nailing this way, I can't really tell that. So I'm in line this way. I don't nail all the way through, because if I suddenly see it coming out, the bullet head is exposed, so I can get the pincers and I can grip that nail head and I can roll that head and remove it if I need to. If I've nailed it all the way in, it's a bit trickier to get it out. So that's in like that. I can have a look, I can inspect it to see if there's any nails coming through. I'm happy with that. So I can move on to the next one, or I can just very gently finish that on. What I don't want to do, I don't want to bruise the timber with this. So if we see anything like that, then we're not going to get an A because you've damaged your timber. So we're just very gently using the flat surface of the hammer, very gently to get the nail flush with that. And so on and so forth until you end up with everything assembled.